Hello.
All right, mate.
This is Tom Loxville at the Threshold Festival with yet another, I want to call you a roadie. No, you know, it's a good job the microphone's here, isn't it?
I'm not a roadie.
This is Monkey, the man who is only known as Monkey. Nobody knows his real name. It's mysterious. What's been your role this weekend?
My role has been to run up and down stairs like a madman for 3 days. No, I came in as technical manager with very, very little in the way of a budget. Pulling in favours left, right and centre from some of the most amazing people in Liverpool who have donated equipment, who have donated all kinds. And we have kind of moulded, rather than sort of presented, a festival. So I'm loosely termed as the technical manager, but the
head roadie.
Well, yeah, the head roadie, the one with the big
roadiness. We were going to be inappropriate again.
I'm sorry, it's a long weekend.
You've done a lot of running over. You said about 30 miles, you reckon, over the course of the weekend?
There's a good chance I've run 30 miles. Problem with the building being so big, it is a fantastic place. Using my time radio. It is the fact that to go from the lowest venue to the highest venue is a long, long way.
Back about a month ago, when we were kind of checking out the venue, because remember when we were all kind of walking around going, this place is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how big this entire festival was going to be. I mean, I thought it was going to be subject like just one floor.
Well,
maybe two.
To be honest, I mean, it's a funny one because like, we looked at it, and the problem is the more and more we walked around the building, the more that we realised that spaces adapted, and the more that we felt that the spaces needed to be seen by people as much. I mean, the Threshold Festival, as I'm sure you've already been told by everyone else, is the fact that as much as it was under the influence, it was also to try and break the threshold of people coming into the CUC and recognising the venue as a whole.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean, we've all done this on a volunteer basis. We've all got ideas way bigger than we could ever imagine, without any real way of knowing how to implement them to a certain extent. We could have done the easier way of doing it is we could have picked three, we could have picked 3 venues, the live venue, 2 other live venues, and just gone, right, we'll do a live music festival for 3 days, just put live music in each of the rooms, make it easy, 10 mics, 10 DI box, make it all easy. But instead, the more we walked around the building, the more we felt it adapted to different themes and different ideas.
I don't think anything's been lost by what you've done. You got this huge, massive building that people are basically playing fun, just exploring.
For us, I mean, that's the key. What we wanted to do was giving people an opportunity to sort of meander their way through the building and kind of look into the studio, for example, and the mezzanine and the cinema, the main venues, the cafe, all this kind of stuff, and give them an opportunity to sort of look through and experience what can be done with each of the rooms, as much so it gives people ideas for their own kind of events, or so it gives people ideas of what they'd like to do or what they'd like to see. The building itself is phenomenal. At the end of the day, we're only custodians of this building for a short period of time in the building's history, and there's only specific opportunities that you have to be able to show off such a place. And I think that if we didn't try and spread it as big as we made it, and we didn't cause as much havoc as we have done over the last 3 days, I think a lot would have been lost to the building. I don't think it would have done it. I don't think it would have done us or the building justice. I think
one of the major things about kind of using the CUC is getting people out there and seeing what this building is all about, because like you said, it doesn't get used enough.
Yeah.
So the fact that you've got it spread out, people are wandering around going, why don't we use this place?
Absolutely. I mean, I've done a walk around with people in the past, and I've taken around people who have got a lot of experience in venues and things, and we carried through all the 4 or 5 floors. And it takes an hour and a half to walk around the building and show someone. That's without explaining everything. It's just pointing the route, going, there you go, and then walking back out again. And I've had people who have got to the end of a tour and actually been genuinely flabbergasted by the size and the sort of the elementals just
at the elementals just starting. You can hear everyone going crazy. They're the last act, aren't they? The elementals.
Yeah, the elementals. It's a really good way to finish it. I mean, like I say, we've had an experience of being able to show off some folk and some art and some hip hop, and we're really diversified. I mean, to some extreme levels on this. It was great to get the Danger Clot sound system involved.
Yeah, we spoke about that sound system. It's insane.
Absolutely insane. Sticking it in a crypt where your archways are like that and basically it's facing your face. was a great idea, and hopefully again it's these kind of links with the community, with the people who we're people who have been in Liverpool for most of us around about sort of almost 10 years now, and always been involved with the scene and things. And I think for a lot of people we've always wanted an opportunity to take a venue in Liverpool and all of us kind of share it in a way that we bring each of our own kind of elements to the venue, and be able to share it and have that creative community kind of. And I think this is a really good opportunity to show how it can be done. I think.
Do you think? I mean, obviously the festival itself has been an amazing success. It's people are wandering around going, "This is incredible." You and I on the first day were going, "This is sick!"
Running off and down the stairs, going,
"This is sick!" Ah! Do you think overall, like the kind of message that Threshold is trying to bring across, that's been a success?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think again, I go back to the whole point of it being that it's been a complete volunteer festival this year round. Kaya, Chris, myself, everybody involved, Matt. The list is endless. I'm sorry for all those people I haven't listed. My techs who we've...
Sorry, it's not an Oscar.
All right.
It's going to be so, thank you very much.
But it has, I mean, just the fact that the way people have pulled together, the way that people have had the vision and wanted to make things work, has just been amazing. Yeah, I think that it's been a fantastic success. I mean, we came in on Saturday, got everything set up, and by sort of 1, 2 o'clock, there was streams of people coming in through the door, and I think we were all looking at each other going, I think we might have almost done it, but we won't say anything. Let's just touch wood.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I have to censor that now. Look, to get off the vulgarities for a second, nice one, Monkey. You're the most vulgar person I've interviewed this entire this entire weekend. Like you said, you've been rushing around, you've been going upstairs. How have you kind of dealt with all the kind of like I want to say kind of stress that you've been going through? Because obviously being one of the head guys that people are asking for answers, how have you kind of given yourself a little bit of time out?
This is the bane of my life. If I ever hear anyone just monkey, 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 do this again, I will probably die and then kill them. No, really. To be honest, it's we do it for the love of it, don't we? I mean, we always have. And some of us have put on amazingly, and in fact, everyone's put on an amazingly successful night at some point in their lives, and you sit there and all the stress of it and all this kind of stuff, and you sit there and. In the early days, you used to get stressed about things and you worry about how it would work and all this kind of stuff, and whether you get the people through the door and all this kind of stuff. But what you've got to remember is that the whole time you're doing it, you're not doing it for yourself. We're putting on a festival. We're getting some of our favourite local acts. We're getting some of our favourite people involved. And that's some of our favourite people in through the door. Not speaking to any of them. Not seeing any of the bands. Not having enough microphones stand.
Yeah, that was an issue earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an issue over the weekend. Next year, if anyone would like to sponsor a 7,000 microphone stand,
we're about 6,000 and a half, like too short.
Yeah, I mean, from the stress side, I mean, it's such a good crowd of people, the people that we've had going, and everybody understood the kind of nature of what we were trying to do. Mm-hmm. It's not for superstars. We're not looking for like trying to get the next ego and all this kind of stuff. What we're trying to do is give people an opportunity to show what they do so amazingly well. And And I mean, at the end of the day, how many DJ spots out of the people who were meant to be involved with the festival, none of us played. We were all on the none of us played. But at the end of the day, it's not for us. We do it for the other people and
for the love of it. Then.
Yeah, and that's it.
You love doing it.
Absolutely. There's some amazing, like I say, there's some amazing artists, and there's an amazing vibe, and the Liverpool community when it gets together for music events and things like that, it's phenomenal. We've probably got, in fact, we've got a rich variation of festivals in Liverpool now, which just keep building from strength to strength. I really hope that this is the next one that can build on its success. I think the whole quoting as the biggest festival in Europe under one roof, the biggest indoor festival under one roof. I think it's a nice little tagline, but I really hope that kind of can be something that we can take on, and next year maybe get a little bit of money behind us, a bit more backing, and be able to actually kick out all the rooms. One of the things, like I say, we could have done it over 3 rooms, would have been really easy. Instead, we decided to put it over 12 rooms and cut ourselves short. But at the end of the day, we've managed to put stuff on, and everybody that's come past has either said about the building or the success of the event or the effort that's gone in. And it's just a reflection on what we do. Yourself, like I say, Chris and everybody else, Kaya and Ingy.
They barely did anything.
I know, yeah.
Just around most of the time.
Chris with his coffee, checking Facebook, Twitter.
Oh, this is good.
Look at the Twitter update.
What's on next?
Twitter update.
Who's on next? Yeah, nice.
Monkey. He's on my bum. I'm joking. Sorry, vulgarity.
That was okay. That was childhood comedy humour. Monkey, can you hear the elementals going on right now?
I can. I think we should get down.
Do you want to go get? Thank you very much for the interview. It's been fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thanks to all those that turned up, and well done to everybody that's been involved. I love you all.
Thank you very much.
Woo!